Meg is currently crouched behind the massive, twisted roots of a forest tree, watching the darkness through the digital viewfinder of her camera. Pushing through the thick mist are 4 towering figures draped in tattered dark cloaks, and resting on their shoulders is a heavy wooden coffin. The locals call them the Nishir Molo. They operate on a single absolute rule. If you look into their glowing red eyes, or if they manage to spot you in the dark, you belong to them. They will take you away in that box, and you will never return. Suddenly, the rhythmic crunch of their footsteps stops. The procession halts dead in the middle of the woods. In this village, surviving the night means locking your doors and boarding your windows. By venturing into the tree line to capture proof, Meg has placed herself directly in the path of the one thing the villagers fear more than death. Meg was driven here by more than a terminal diagnosis. For months, she has been waking up with charcoal sketches of these woods on her nightstand, drawings she doesn't remember making. This specific village, which she found only in her most feverish nightmares, is rumored to house a mythical cure. She is looking for the Mrityunjay Amrit. According to local lore, it's a massive ancient banyan tree that, on specific nights, drips a miraculous elixir from its bark, a glowing nectar capable of curing any disease. The locals refuse to speak about the tree. Their silence is a paralyzed collective terror. They know that the woods guarding this miracle demand a steep supernatural toll from anyone attempting to harvest it. Despite the danger, Meg leaves her hiding spot. Driven by that same inexplicable pull that has haunted her dreams, she follows the coffin bearers deeper into the mist. To understand what she's walking into, we have to look at the region's history. In the 1600s, a catastrophic plague swept through this kingdom, wiping out the population indiscriminately. During the height of the crisis, the local princess mysteriously vanished into the woods. 1 year later, the princess returned. She brought back a magical seed to cure the plague, planting it to grow the Mrityunjay Amrit. The mortality rate halted as the nectar was distributed, but this triggered a severe cosmic exchange rate. The Nishir Molo served as the collection agency for this debt. Every time the tree restored a life on the surface, cloaked entities were dispatched to claim a healthy soul to balance the scales in the dark. The Mrityunjay Amrit functions as a high-interest supernatural loan, demanding a continuous, brutal payment in human lives to keep blooming. Back in the present, Meg pushes through the thick brush and stumbles into a clearing. What she finds there proves just how unforgiving the power of the Nightwalkers truly is. It is the village priest and a local tantric. The holy man sits cross-legged, his entire body petrified into solid clay, his face split wide open in a frozen scream of absolute terror. The village elders had sent these men to perform a powerful purification ritual to stop the entities. Their mutated remains prove that no earthly or spiritual defense can turn back the Nishir Molo. Meg raises her camera to document the horrific scene. In the pitch-black clearing, her thumb slips. The camera flash fires, a blinding strobe cutting through the dark, and a hooded figure violently snaps its head toward the lens. The forest falls completely, suffocatingly silent. Then, the heavy, rapid thud of unnatural footsteps begins converging directly on Meg's location. The barrier between Meg and the Nightwalkers has dissolved. Every heavy footstep snapping a branch behind her is a reminder that she is the only target left in these woods. Heavy, synchronized footsteps echo from every direction, closing the distance no matter which way she turns. Lungs burning, she bursts through a wall of vines into a small, isolated clearing. She freezes. The heavy wooden coffin is resting dead center on the damp soil, but the 4 entities are nowhere in sight. She takes a slow, trembling step forward. The wooden lid slowly slides open on its own, revealing a rotting, deeply engraved brass plate bolted to the inside. It bears a single word: her name. The entities have been waiting 4 centuries for this specific occupant to arrive. The nightmares, the sketches, and the irresistible pull to this village were all markers of a genetic homing beacon. Meg is the direct, modern-day descendant of the 1600s princess who planted the seed. As the entities step out from the tree line, they are finally arriving to collect the final payment on the princess's ancient blood debt. You can pack your bags, change your name, and run as far away from a haunted place as geography allows, but you can never outrun a curse that lives inside your own bloodline.